we've been in this situation of being a blended family for a number of years now.
I'd never thought I'd even date, let alone marry someone with a child. Because I was always the stepchild, and I was an evil stepchild. It's not easy being a stepmom.
But it was also hard because I felt like daddy was trying to replace mommy, right? Daddy wasn't very happy before he met you. People, right? They say like stepmothers are evil.
So I was thinking about this thing when we were in the car coming here, of like whether we're coming to do like a straight intro or just bang it out with a chat straight away. So this is probably more authentic. What do you think?
Yeah. Intro wouldn't be bad.
Wouldn't be
but
bad.
Yeah, I mean, it is our first rodeo. So
Those that know, they know. Those that know us, they know us.
no one knows. No one knows. No one knows.
Okay, no one knows. No one knows. No one knows us. Where do we start? Maybe why we did this. Ne? Okay. So yeah. Ikamalam go ayavuya. This is my beautiful wife, Ukanya. For those that don't know, they hear me talking about my wife all the time. When I say she's beautiful, see what I mean? See what I mean? That's what I mean. And we're joined by our very special young one in the background. Do you want to give an introduction?
Yes. My name's Avile. I'm in grade 5 and I'm 10 years old.
Oh, Avuyile.
Hello, Avile.
Avuyile is our daughter. And yeah, really, the purpose of what we're doing for the people that do not know us, is, we're often asked quite a lot as a young married couple how and why we did what we did. Marriage is not really fashionable anymore, so people tend to overlook its importance. So people have asked us how we're getting it right for this short, smallanyana period
5
in
years.
which we've been which we've been doing this. And yeah, I mean, what's I suppose more unique about us is that we're a blended family, right? Do you want to explain what that means?
I tried to explain it.
Yeah.
Why should I explain it? Okay.
Explain it.
So, blended family. Avila asked me what blended family meant. So, blended family means when mommy and daddy, right, get married, and either mommy or daddy had a child before marriage, or mommy and daddy had children outside the marriage. So now the children have 2 mummies, 2 daddies, or just 2 mummies, sometimes even 4 mummies or 4 daddies, depending on,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think those apply to like this temp? Is there such a thing?
Why?
Yeah?
Why would
Is it like a blended
Yeah, I
family?
mean, it's a very blended, like that's
Twice
the
as temp.
proper
Is it really
definition.
blended? I don't know.
It is, right? It is, yeah.
It's interesting, ne?
Actually,
When you think about it.
yes, it is a blended family.
Yeah.
Because think about it. 2 wives. These days, you can even do 2 husbands. Okay, 2
Don't do that. Don't do 2 husbands.
2 wives. And let's say one of them had a child, but even if they didn't, and they all have a child with Mr. Jacobia, which will never happen, but we can dream. You can dream. 2 wives, children. Yeah, it's a blended family. At the end of the day, it's like blended family is literally it's not, the children are not from the same mom and dad.
Yeah.
I think it's a nice term.
So maybe his term was like a
Dude, can we stop?
blended.
It is.
Yeah, no,
What's
that's
with men nesthembu? Hayibo guys.
hayibo guys,
guys, come on.
kaloku abantu bayancedisana ebomini kuba na
Asincedisana apha. Sincedisana soyi-two. Cha.
yeah, so essentially, just to really introduce the show properly to everyone, we've been in this situation of being a blended family for a number of years now, and for the most part, unfortunately, we are in a society where particularly people of our age group have those types of experiences where they had children maybe at a young age, maybe those partners or those people are not together anymore, and this has now become sort of the common family structure that we're now used to. But I suppose what makes us kind of interesting in that regard is like how effortless it's been.
I never thought. Oh, yes, it is. Of course it is effortless.
Yeah, you never thought? Finish your sentence?
I never thought I'd even date, let alone marry someone with a child.
Yeah.
Up until I fell in love and I was like, okay.
Yeah. But why? Why?
Because I was always the stepchild.
Mm.
Yeah. So I was an evil stepchild.
Evil?
Yeah.
Explain evil.
So what usually happens, right? Especially if there's, am I doing this? Am I really doing this? Okay, let me do it. So what usually happens is as a child, you take sides. And obviously you'll always take your mother's side. At least that's what I thought would happen. So I always felt like, my mom is where she is. Now there's this woman who's trying to act like my mom, and I know she doesn't love me and she's just acting because she wants to be with my dad, wada. So I was always bitter. Or I'd feel bad if I actually liked the person. I'd feel bad liking the person, which is in this case my stepmom.
You felt like you're betraying your mother almost, ne?
Yeah, I did. Because obviously my mom would call. My mom is overseas, as you know. So mom would call and stuff and be like, oh, I had such a great time with, and you see, oh, okay, oh, that's nice. But you like, out here thinking, I wish my mom was here instead. So I never thought I'd be now on the other side of the coin where I'm the one who's the stepmom. And,
sure.
But luckily it's been great. I've been blessed, guys.
And
I prayed for this. I always tell people, you got to pray for it. I prayed for this. I was like, can I not go through what I put other people through, which is not fair?
Because I was just about to ask you actually whether, since you're saying you're like the evil stepchild.
I wasn't that bad, but yeah.
Would you have, how has that now sort of changed your perception now that the roles are reversed and you are now the mother in the scenario?
I realized that
dealing with Umtana.
I realized I had it much easier as the child. It's not easy being a stepmom. I don't know how it feels how would it have felt if I had a child coming in the marriage, but I know that it's not easy, especially if you don't have any experience raising a child of my own. And then now, because you're learning how to be a mom, you're then learning how to be trusted by this child who's already used to a dynamic that, okay, there's a mom and dad, and now there is Auntie Kanya, You're learning, now you need to find, I remember my aunt was just like, you know what, just try and make her see that you are not the villain, and you actually love her, not her because she's coming with your husband, but her because of who she is in her heart. And Avila has an amazing heart, so that was easy. That was easy.
Amazing, yes, son.
So
Amazing.
yeah, listen. It's been hard in the sense of not like just trying to navigate the whole thing. You know, we've went through a lot. I mean, I could take hours talking about this, but
Yeah.
I've never. Yeah, let me not.
Go for it. I mean, this is why we're doing
Yeah.
this entire experience.
Yeah.
And this whole show really is to be more vulnerable.
More for me.
Yeah.
For me, the parenting part of it was what was hard.
In what sense?
In the sense of, am I being an exemplary parent? Am I doing the right thing? I think every parent goes through that. Am I setting a good example? You know, am I too strict? Because sometimes, I can be like, yeah. Well, I used to be. I think now I'm okay. No.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I'm fine.
In the beginning, it was a bit tricky, ne?
Yeah, a little bit, but now, yeah.
Talk about your experience. How did you find yourself coming into this situation?
Okay. So, like, I don't know how to explain this. Okay. So, like, when you see the first time I met you, right? I thought you were very kind, right? I really liked your personality and you in general, right?
Wanna cry?
Who's chopping onions?
And then I got to know you better. I got to know you better, and like it was like okay. I'm trying to think how to put this in
Take your
in
time.
an explainable way, like a way that I can explain it properly. So at first, right, I thought you were just like Daddy's friend, right? I didn't think you were anything more, right? and then I found out that like you guys like each other and you love each other, and that was nice, right? And I loved that. But it was also hard because I felt like Daddy was trying to replace Mommy, right? And then I didn't hate you for being in our lives, right? I actually really liked you. But I just thought that you're like trying to replace Mommy, but you're not. You're just there because you're trying to make Daddy happier. And I realized that, and then I like that because Daddy wasn't very happy before he met you. Well, he was happy, but he wasn't like okay. And then he met you and he was happy like all the time. And I love that. And then yeah, and I just like that because Daddy was happy and you are the reason why I was happy. And you also made me happy. And I really like that. So it was tough, but it was also not tough. Because like people, right? They say like stepmothers are evil, but they're really not.
They do.
Yeah.
They do say that.
But thank you so much. Thank you so much. I know it's obviously not easy to be like vulnerable and like sharing your experience. So I just want to thank you, for being part of this conversation. You know our parenting style. We're very open. We talk about everything and anything. And you being here is a very important part of the conversation because the Jacks are all of us combined, intertwined, and the like. And I can tell you now, categorically, there's no one that will replace your mother. Okay? She'll always be there. And you see how we have a relationship with her. And you two at
Have
least
a great relationship.
have a good relationship, amongst yourself, great relationship. So, look, I'm very grateful for that personally. It's something that I couldn't have prayed for in all my years. Uvuyi raises a good point. Before meeting you, really, my life was way too. I was pushing, but there was no sense of fulfillment in the things that I was doing. And I did feel, for the longest time, very lonely, and it's not a sense of I'm blaming anyone for it. I was just lonely because how the dynamics were, right? And at the time, the dynamics were such that Avuyile was staying with her mom at the time. And because of my financial situation, I was staying with my brother, right? So a lot of my things felt as though they slow. I didn't really know when I'm going to get out of this situation. So, the thing is about men, we just don't talk about these things. I think mainly because we're avoiding that sense of weakness and that sense of judgment that comes from being vulnerable. So a big part of me kept those things to myself because I always, I wanted the people around me to be happy, even though I knew at the time I was very unhappy. The joy that I had was when I see Avuile, when I am at peace is when I'm with Avuile. But really nothing else was bringing me any sort of fulfillment. And obviously I was drowning myself in a lot of things, at the time. Going out a lot, abusing alcohol as an example, those types of things, which I'm glad that we're having those discussions in front of our daughter so that she understands that we're not perfect. There's nothing about us that is perfect. It is actually in our imperfection where we find each other. And at that time, ukubona man xa ungayikhangeli into and then boom, you've just found a Cullinan diamond. So that's how I felt essentially when I came across you. I was just in awe of your kindness, your humility, extremely beautiful.
Oh, guys, okay.
Guys.
Yeah, flasher.
Yeah, and all those things, bundled into this one person with this great soul. I think I just started to see and believe that I deserve to be happy, and I actually, I was trying to scare you when I was like, hey, Joan, now I've got a child, because
And it was
I wanted to see what you're going to do, because look, man, we're in that society where I completely understand where you're coming from. You know, you didn't have a child at the time. You were not married or anything of that nature. You educated. You running your own business. Like you, the whole thing. You the whole thing. So now, guys, now I'm lucky. When I say now I'm lucky, hey, I'm lucky. You are everything, and I was just like, why me? You know, why are you interested in a person like me?
One charm. I think for me it was how you listened. Yeah, how you listened to me, and I'm usually the one to ask questions. So just to get someone who's just intrigued and interested to know about me, for me it was just like, okay, I can actually talk. I can actually have 8-hour conversations with someone, and it feels like 2 hours. You know, so. I always tell you that I found peace and happiness when I came into your guys' lives. I'm my happiest now than I've ever been. You know, I used to seek happiness in materialistic things. So, for instance, I was always like, the moment I buy my first home, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
I didn't even live in my first home. I
Yeah.
rented it out straight.
Yeah.
You know, when I make this amount of money, made it, wasn't happy. You know, so it was always like materialistic things. But at the back of my head, I always knew that I wanted to belong. I wanted a family. I think when God heard that or heard my prayers or saw my heart, he was like, I know exactly what you need. You know, and when he brought you guys into my lives, it just felt, everything, every day has just felt natural, you know? It has just felt, you know, when you come home, I've never came home and felt like, yo, but why am I here? It's always like, I want to go home, you know? I'm always excited because I know, especially when my baby's there. I'm just like, you know, because our conversations, our plans, just that teamwork that we have. You great at like conversations. You know, I am not a great communicator, but like you've helped
But
me
you've improved
a lot.
Oh, now.
Yes,
Because now you communicate.
Yes.
Hey.
Wow. Really.
Hey, you're a communicator, Ngoko.
Yathetha ngoku.
Hey, yathetha ngoku.
Yathetha ngoku.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. Because you know what I think of as well? This is now just backtracking a bit. After sending you the text, right? I thought really you're probably gonna ghost me. You
It
know?
wasn't even a text, bro. You were like, because we used to have like conversations.
it
You
wasn't a
still,
text,
you
eh?
don't remember.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember. No, but I remember, man. It was in
Wait.
that first week of
But we
October.
you used to call. You used to call. We didn't text much because you ghosted me for a weekend. A weekend.
Yes.
You just
yeah,
disappeared.
about that.
Yes. But before that, you were like, oh, before we even chat much, get to know each other, just know that I've got a beautiful daughter. At the time, she was 5. She's 5 years old. Yeah, that's me. This is me. I come with my daughter. So I was like, oh, okay. So I didn't think we were even chatting to be in a relationship. I was just like, yo, I'm having fun, having conversations with this guy. Cool.
Yeah,
you know?
you didn't take me seriously.
No, I did take you seriously,
No,
bro.
you didn't take me seriously because the second time I met you, you didn't remember me at all.
But there was a year
you were like treating me
after.
like
There was a year
like a stalker
after.
or something. I'm like,
No, we literally
And you're
met
like,
the
"Excuse
same
me?"
day a year after. Obviously, I won't. Yeah, but
Okay.
that's a story for another day.
No stress. I'm also just thinking about in that same phase. I had the discussion with Uvui, and I go to her. Do you remember that day?
You said like my special friend. You said
How did the conversation go?
so. I think you just said like you said me, Kati and Apelele are gonna go to Spa, right? And then have fun, right? And then you said, my special friend is coming too.
Is that what you said? Daddy.
Very special friend.
Okay.
And then I'm like, okay. Yeah, I'm just like, okay. And then I meet you. You're very nice. You're very beautiful. That day you are looking very nice, Auntie Kaina. Like very nice.
Yeah, no, that was an interesting conversation because all she said was, "Oh, okay." So then I'm like ready, I'm like she's gonna ask questions,
Yeah.
like, okay, where's she from? Da 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 da. Nothing. She
I
just
was
said, "Oh,
so
okay."
nervous. I was so nervous. I'm like, I'm meeting someone's baby.
Yeah,
You know, I've met someone's mom before,
Yeah.
but I've never met someone's child before. So for me, it was like, okay, so we're doing this.
and like so soon, hey?
Yeah.
Because usually these types of circumstances, and again, probably this is where the importance of this type of conversation will go. Gents, I think, and ladies alike have reservations about introducing their children to partners, mainly because you're trying to manage the expectations from both sides. That's what I think. I think you don't want to get your child's hopes up that, there's this father-like figure, there's this mother-like figure, and then you break up, and then now the child has to suffer the loss of losing this person as well. But similarly, you also don't want to put yourself in a position where, like, I'm just talking about the external party. You don't want to put yourself in a position where you're caring for someone's child, right? Let me put a quote unquote someone's child. And it's an instance where you break up and then you yourself now have to be removed, like just get out of here, and sometimes it's a painful reality. I've seen it with a lot of gents
That would be devastating.
in particular. They'll be there participating like a father-like figure. And once the breakup is there, you're completely ousted from the child's life, which I think is very unfair.
It is.
It's very unfair.
It is.
But that's like the intricacy and what is tricky about this current society that we have. Because like ultimately, I have a stance around that, but I went against essentially what I believe. Because what I would have done, right, based on that belief, I would have just waited, right?
Waited for?
With us, like in our
How
relationship.
long it took?
I don't know. That's another thing.
Because we met, it was around Avila's birthday, so it was in March. Avila and I, we met.
Yes, it was around her birthday.
Yes.
And we were dating maybe from like the year
November.
before, right? November.
So that's like 4 months.
Yeah. So
That's
Abanyabantu,
little.
Abanyabantu is like unyaka. You can
Yeah.
wait an entire year or a
Yeah.
few years even before meeting someone's child. But I just felt like the sooner the better. Sooner we get this done, the better.
I think it's best.
I had a feeling though that we're gonna do something long term, even though now you may have had different sentiments.
No,
about
I
it,
mean, when I met you,
Yeah.
for me it was like we're having chats, but like the longer our chats were, that's when I realized that actually I love this guy. But obviously I'm a woman. I'm not gonna say that first, But I remember legit when I lived in Rhodesfield, and my aunt was around. I was like, I'm gonna marry this guy,
I remember you telling me
Yeah,
that.
and that was in December, month 2. But okay,
So sebenzise ipinyanga ke
for into
for Lonto.
oh inyanga, yabona into ngazizito zamasangoma. Because I'm
Yeah.
like, what do you mean?
No,
Don't
man.
worry.
Yeah, Stando. So I think, look, for an introductory episode, this was quite good. But obviously, for our audience, they just don't want a story time. They probably want some nuggets of wisdom and things like that to consider. So maybe let's just run through some of the things that we would like to discuss over the course of our series, particularly around money.
Finances. 'Cause I like me some money. I like me some money.
You know, our careers, because you're a very busy woman. You know, you've got a lot of things going on for yourself, which is great. I dabble in a bit of this and that as
Look
well.
at you being modest.
And you know, we've got our overachiever over there who's also got her own schedule and she's very busy.
She's also an entrepreneur.
An entrepreneur. Yay, we must tell the people that you are selling. Can you see those bracelets there? That's her business, you know. Started it with her friends.
And they made big bucks.
And they're making money. You're making money. Just remember, you owe me. Owe me something.
No.
What do I owe you, Daddy?
Aibo. Ha.
What does she owe you?
What do I owe you?
Aibo.
What?
That room that you have in our house.
Aibo.
That school fees that I pay.
Daddy,
the clothes.
The what?
but Daddy,
Nothing. I get nothing.
no, I'm not gonna say you're gonna get nothing.
No,
but-
baby. He's getting nothing. He's getting nothing. You've got two mothers.
You two are mean.
You've got two mothers that you need to,
Ay, suka.
Daddy can wait.
Ay, suka.
Daddy can wait?
No, I'll give you all.
Delicious. Ka.
Okay.
Yeah, when it's booming. So we're very proud of you. Very proud of what you're doing. So yeah, just to come back to this point. So we're going to be looking at finances in particular. It's going to be a very important topic for us because it's just odd that people are married, but they don't know how much the other one earns. Like, guys, come on, nebadala, you know. There's people that are in financial struggle, but you in a relationship, chatile, no mtu, but
People have secret bank accounts.
it's wild.
Bro.
It's wild.
Listen,
It's
but
wild.
listen, I've always heard a lot of women say this. Okay, before I sound like a pick-me. I've heard a lot of women say this, but as a woman, you must have like a purse, nyana. You need to save for rainy days,
The escape plan.
No, that's not what they say. But no, baby, come on. But like a lot of women say that, well, you need to, because men are, you guys.
So we're going to talk about that, like the challenges with men, because again, society, maybe let me not say society, but let me just say like, the spaces that we tend to be exposed to, which is like social media, those are cesspools of negativity and,
There's a lot of
put me
negativity.
down and, those types of things going on. But what's worse for me is the whole gender war of him versus her. Men must do this. Women must do this. It's a conversation that I think, need to address directly, particularly as a young married couple. Again, we didn't even get into why we got married and what were our reasons, etc. But the value of marriage is something that we hold quite dearly. And it wasn't an easy decision to make. But after, discussing
Premarital
it
counseling.
and the counseling was very important.
That was needed.
That was very important.
That was very important.
To give us clarity into what we're doing. That assisted us, I think, firstly as friends to understand, okay, Chomiam, what am I going to be expecting from you as not to Ayavuya, the boyfriend, but Ayavuya, the husband? And how do we communicate effectively with each other without speaking over each other? How do we deal with conflict? And I think those components will sort of assist in giving people this bigger picture that they sort of see, right? Because what I really enjoy about Abantu that speak about our relationship is they're like, you guys are just so calm,
People tell you a lot about our relationship. I don't hear nothing. No one says nothing besides Asenati. No one says anything. Asenati loves our relationship.
Yes. So, look, we're going to talk about the ins and outs, the good and the bad. Of course, it hasn't been like a bed of roses. We've had disagreements. We've had moments where potentially we are going to like break up, sort of, and how we dealt with those situations. And what else? I think also understanding like the dynamics that come with parenting as well, co-parenting in particular, and getting into those topics. Those things are going to be quite critical. But yeah, it's been great, baby. At least for a first episode, I think we've set the tone quite nicely. And unless you want to say something, we can wrap it up.
Okay, so are we? I actually really wanted, but this conversation is gonna go on and on. I really wanted us to touch base on the actual how couples navigate finances, because I was like very forthcoming and very transparent from get-go. But listen, I earn X amount. These are my debts. This is what I pay for. This is what I'm left with. Before we even 3 months in, you already knew everything. You knew my PIN. I mean, phone. We've never had that thing where, no, it's my privacy.
Again, another topic that I've seen quite topical.
Yeah.
Why are we hiding our phones from our partners? I don't get it.
If you want peace, don't touch his phone. And I'm like, bro, if we're not transparent, we're not doing it.
Yeah.
Like for me, transparency is one thing I've appreciated about our relationship. We've always been transparent. So it's a lot of things that I hear people say and I'm like, no ways, I could never. And I'm not saying I could never because I say I could never because I've been in relationships where, the guy is hiding his phone, answering his phones.
Ninja.
Oh, Pandle,
The League of Shadows.
Yeah, So for me, I was like, whoever, and because obviously now I did tell you that 2 months in, I was like, I'm marrying this guy. Yeah, so I knew good exactly whichever foundation we're building together, I need to, the kind of relationship I want or partnership I want, I need to start early, right? I didn't want to now tell you, go to listen, I've got R1,000,000 debt. Says Pagat. I don't want to tell you my job is shaky. I might not have a job in 6 months' time, which I end up having to be, I was retrenched or took a retrenchment package. So a lot of these things I needed you to understand, this is what I'm doing, this is my life. And I was very grateful that you are also forthcoming. And you were like, okay, this is me. These are mine. Instead of like, hey, you've never been a typical
African
man,
black man.
I wanted to say South African man.
Yeah, South African
anything.
Black man. Yeah.
Yeah, you've never been, because you've never judged how I dress, told me what to do with my hair, why you have this color nails. You always tell me, baby, are you comfortable? And I appreciate that. So even in when it comes to now finances, you've always been like, okay, this is what you're doing. And I obviously pushed you to Dave Ramsey. Well, okay, debt free. I want to be debt free and stuff.
I want to talk about that. I don't want to call him what I don't.
Yeah,
what I'm
I know you
thinking
don't
here,
like that.
But there's a word that I have here.
I know
about,
you don't like
Dave
you don't
Ramsey.
like that nigga.
Yeah.
But like we could have those conversations, and I'm so grateful that I don't, bro. You know what happened to my uncle? He passed away. Wife didn't know passwords, didn't know nothing. And I was like, that, and he passed away early, Sajola, and I was like, I don't want that. I don't want that thing of, yo, ke ngoku sizawuthini, ifuneka sifumane i-affidavit, uba sikwazi access imali and all of that. I was like, no. So yeah, those are the kind of conversations I want to have. And I hope that people get to a point where they are comfortable with sharing their finances with their partners after this, where they will see from you and me that it is normal, it is fine to share about your money.
For sure. I think as we unpack it, of course, people will start to piece this together because it is like a puzzle, you know. But it's been great, baby. I'm just thinking right now, it's a Friday evening. I'm trying to get this wine into my belly. And thank you, man, to the audience. If you've been listening till now, we really appreciate it. This is Grey Matters.
Oh, okay.
Grey
It is?
Matters with the Jacks.
Okay.
Hey? Yeah.
Avila, we have a name.
Grey Matters with
That's
the
it.
Jacks or
That's
Grey
it.
Matters.
Grey Matters.
With the Jacks. Okay.
Not bad.
Okay,
Not bad.
brother.
Because I'm thinking about it. I'm like, yeah.
This is the one. Okay. I'm happy with that. I'm happy. I don't even know.
Yeah, man,
Wait,
hello,
what are we
yet.
doing? I don't even know. I don't know.
We're creating a handshake right there on the spot.
Okay.
Guys, thank you so much.
you.
Until next time.